Do email campaigns work? I'm gonna answer that question and tell you the secret the big brands know that you should too. Hint, it's gonna help you save money and get more out of any marketing budget that you do have. First, you're gonna find out if an email marketing campaign is right for you and your business. Next, I'll share how email marketing campaigns work and why they work so well. Then I'll show you what else you can do with your email marketing campaign to make it work even better. First things first, what is an email marketing campaign? It's a series of emails that you send out usually when you're launching something. If you want to make money, you're going to send email marketing campaigns. Who needs one? Pretty much anybody with a business. It doesn't matter if you're a brick and mortar, if you're a dentist, if you are a coach, a consultant, a course creator, a membership owner. If you are doing business, you want to send emails. Why? Because they work. Time and time again, we see people saying, oh, I don't need emails. You do. You need emails, they work. In fact, they have 117% higher conversion than using social alone. That's a pretty good reason. If you like making money, you're gonna wanna use email marketing campaigns. So here's how email marketing campaigns work. Step one, they're gonna join your list. That's usually through an opt-in, a lead magnet. You might want to host a summit or be part of a summit or a bundle. That's one of the best ways that we've been able to get people on our list. You might run ads, you might give a presentation. There's a lot of ways to get people on your list. Once they're on your list, you're going to nurture them. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're marketing their business, specifically with email, is they're not nurturing their audience. Their audience gets on their list through some freebie or something they bought from you, and then they never hear from you again until you launch. And a lot of times that's not till Black Friday. So you know what they do during Black Friday? They spend time spite unsubscribing because they're like, oh, I don't know who this is. I've never heard from them. They just want me to buy stuff from them. And so it feels very one-sided. It doesn't feel like it's any kind of connection. It just feels like, oh, they want something from me. They want something from me. And so they unsubscribe. If you want your email marketing campaigns to work, you have to nurture your list. Now, my favorite way to do that is through a long nurture sequence. I call it an evergreen sequence. Basically, it's an email that goes out once a week that I created a few years ago now that I just update every once in a while. It goes out every week for an entire year, and that means for an entire year they're being nurtured, and I don't have to continue to think about it. I'm still providing great resources. I'm still providing help, but it's not something that's bogging me down. A lot of times when I see people not sending out emails, it's because they feel like they have so many other things to do that it just gets put on the back burner again and again and again until it's been days, weeks, months, or even years since they sent out an email to their list. That's not a launch email. It's like that relative that never contacts you until they want something, and then you kind of avoid their calls because you know they want something. That's how it feels to be on the receiving end of somebody emailing only when they want to launch something to you. So if you want more people to buy from you, it's really important that you're nurturing the list, helping them, providing resources for them, giving them tips, and not just selling to them. Now, the next thing that makes a campaign go really, really well is the pre-launch. So the pre-launch campaign leads into the launch. This is another opportunity for you to not only help your audience, nurture your audience, but also prep them for what's to come with the launch as well. So when I'm doing any kind of pre-launch sequence, there's a few things I want. The first thing that I want is going to be a question. I want to ask them a question at the very beginning because I want to get their ideas and their opinions. I also want it to be able to inform the rest of my campaign. So if I ask them a question like, where are you stuck in your business right now? A, I have a hard time getting started. B, I get started, but then I fizzle out. C, I get started, I don't fizzle out, but then I get to like 98% done and I can't quite seem to finish it. So then I ask them to reply with A, B, C, or D. Now we like to start with having them reply with just a letter because we have a higher reply rate doing that. And it means that when they reply, it signals to Gmail, Yahoo, whatever it is that they're using that, oh, this person actually wants to hear from them. So you're more likely then to go into their primary inbox where they'll see your emails, including your launch emails, and not just a spam folder, other folder, or promotions folder. After we do that first pre-launch email, we want to give them something next. So first pre-launch email is asking a question, having them reply. Second pre-launch email is going to be giving them some kind of resource that helps them take action right away. So when we're looking at the offer, we think, okay, what are the problems that we need to solve in order for them to say yes to this offer? So a lot of times that's, I don't have time, I don't have money. Those are some of the common problems. So how can we solve one of those problems for them right now before we even get to the launch? So that might be 5 ways to make $1,000 this weekend, giving them a workshop on that or a PDF even, if you're doing B2B. After we have a good pre-launch campaign, next we're gonna look at the launch campaign. In the launch campaign, pretty much every email we want to cover one reason they should buy, and then one objection, one reason they're not gonna buy. We want to address that and then show them why they do wanna buy after all. And then after that, we wanna go into an evergreen sequence. Now this is similar to the nurture one that I talked about. It can even be the same one, but we wanna just make sure that they are continually hearing from you, that you're not just saying, hey, here's this offer, and then dropping off the face of the planet until you have another offer. So that's why I wanna remind you that in every cycle of people buying from you through emails, it needs to have nurturing. It needs to have a way for them to hear from you continuously without it just being a launch. Now, some of the hardest emails to get out, especially around Black Friday or other times where there's a lot of other noise, is your launch emails. And so I have a free resource for you called AI to 10K. This is a workshop I've given over the past year that shows people how to use AI to make more on their next launch. Now, this is something that I've been doing for the last few years that I really dialed in on, the prompts, the kinds of emails to send and when to send them, and I'm giving all of that to you for free. All you have to do is click the link that comes with this video and you're gonna get the AI to 10K workshop for free. My name is Brittany Long. I'll see you in the workshop.